I will tell you right now how this works. So I pull out some cards to do a collective reading for everybody. Hello. I pull out a card to do a collective reading for everybody. And that is the cards that I start off reading. And then after that, I open the floor to, or really from the beginning, the floor is open to people who want individual readings, especially if you are on TikTok, because I am monetized over here. So if you would like to give a gift, I would love to do a reading specifically for you, but you have to give a gift, guys. I know some people will put their message in there a bunch of times, but that is not how I choose who I'm going to read for. Just go ahead and gift, and I will put you on the list. It does fill up, or it can fill up. The last couple of times I had to shut the messages down near the end of my live, so just keep that in mind. So the first card that we have for the collective is Change in the Wind, number 12. Ooh, hello, Tiana Marie. I am also a Tiana. 12, a change in the wind. So if 1, 2, or 3, or the number 12 is important to you, that may be a sign that this message is for you. And then also I have 26, Earth. Come down to Earth, align with the divine timing and the heartbeat of the planet. So I'll start off getting the message for this first oracle card, a change in the wind, number 12. Hold on to your horses while I get that. Hello, guys. A change in the wind, a sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the wind blows. Oh, thank you so much, Unknown. If you would like to ask a question, go ahead and put that in the comments. It's human nature to yearn for certainty and to resist change. To want the world to remain consistent like a zebra stripes, yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is the time of transformation, as outer conditions are temporary, moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, guide the seeds, and nourish the soul for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. It can be any question. It does not have to be yes or no. Honestly, I prefer to give ones that aren't yes or no, so it's up to you. So a change in the wind, the counterpart to this card in the traditional tarot, hello on YouTube, is the Tower card. Okay, Unknown, I have how does Jordan feel about me? I'll get to that right after this question. Sorry, this card. So this is the counterpart to this card in the tarot is the Tower, which is about unexpected change. So this one's a little bit better because it's saying that there are good things coming. It may be a little testy. The Tower card, we don't really know. So there may be something coming up, you know about it, you feel something's going on with the situation, and you're like, things have been off for a little bit. There is a change that is coming. It may be uncomfortable, but you can be prepared for it, and also it's for your greater good. Big changes usually they usually stem from something that we maybe aren't paying that close attention to, but that needs to be changed. Keep that in mind. But there seems to be stuff moving in your life. If you're on YouTube, I don't do individual readings there yet, but if you would like me to have individual readings, just let me know by subscribing over there. The faster I get monetized, the faster I can do individual readings there. Or you can come over on TikTok Live, and we are doing an individual reading right now. So just let me know one way or the other. Okay, I have the Sun card for you, Unknown. And let me get another card out as well. Okay, and it was Will Jordan. How does Jordan feel about me? I mean, good stuff. Good stuff. The Sun card is about happiness. It's actually the happiest card in the deck. There is no way to read this negative. It's so funny actually that you asked about yes or no questions. The reason I don't do yes or no questions personally, unless someone specifically is like yes or no on this, is because there are no like definitive yes or no question cards in the deck. They usually have more meaning to that. That being said, if I had to do it, I would pick Sun as a definitive yes, because it's about happiness. Like even upside down, even in reverse, this card is about happiness. So this person has nothing but the fondest things. They think you're a great person. They like being around you. It's not necessarily romantic if that's what you're looking for. I'm not saying it's not. It's just I don't see that here. This may be a person who needs to be approached. I don't know, but no negatives. They have no negative things to say. Judgment and seeing that they feel like you're very fair, or that even judged purely fairly. I don't know if there's some sort of ranking system involved between you two, like if you're at work or if you're like in the same competitive area, like if you're on the same sports team or something, and there's some sort of like ranking or people know what the hierarchy is. But if there is, they feel like you're placed appropriately. It makes sense to them. Like if you were the captain of the team or something, they would be like, make sense, this person is really skilled, something along those lines. And then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about balanced feelings, understanding our emotions, and being able to communicate that with others. So this person feels like they can really speak to you. This person probably has had a conversation with you before that maybe accidentally ended up much deeper than where they started. So I see no negatives. This person enjoys spending time with you. They see your value and they see how your value, hello, over on YouTube, how your value is reflected in with other people as well. So, yeah, and they love talking with you. So no bad things. Nothing but good vibes between you and Jordan. Thank you so much for the hearts, everybody. I see a couple questions floating by. You are welcome. If you would like a personal reading, please gift first. That is how your name gets on the list. No judgment about which. Thank you so much for the hearts. No judgment on which gift it is. I have some goals as far as like the seal and the little gummy, the little bear gummy that's on there, but any gift that you want to throw out there. For the collective, I was talking about a change in the wind, okay? A change that's coming. Might be a little uncomfortable, is definitely for the greater good. We have 26 Earth. I can tell you right now, and I'll read the definition for this, but this is about grounding, okay? This is about finding calm and grounding. So if you don't know what that is, it's usually about this simple way that a lot of people say it is like getting your feet on the ground, like actual like toes touch grass and or dirt. It doesn't specifically have to be that. Meditation, cleansing practice, whatever that practice would be for you. Prayer all counts as grounding. I'll go ahead and read the description here. The earth element is present in all its tangible that is tangible and solid, including your physical environment as well as your blood, bones, organs, and heartbeat. Aligning with the earth element brings you into harmony with the rhythm of the planet, which in turn synchronizes you with the divine timing and divine orchestration. Connect with the earth element now with this simple exercise. Okay, so it's going to tell you to meditate, take in and oh my gosh, think about your breath, how you breathe, focus, take deep breaths, box breathing if you know what that is. Or do you smell, taste, hear, see, and feel? Slow down and spend a little time paying attention, close attention, my apologies, to each sense in turn, and then become aware how more relaxed and present you feel. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are earth signs, so that may be relevant to some of you. Capricorn prioritizes taking one useful action step after another to climb to the pinnacle of most cherished goals. Taurus motivates us to steadily attract and build monetary wealth so we can beautify our world. Virgo encourages us to cultivate health in our gardens, bodies, and homes. Virgo governs wholesome natural food as well as the practical aspects of loving self-care. Okay, yes, it's really about taking care of yourself and what's going on going forward. So it may be a doozy. This thing that you're going through may be a doozy, but it is moving you towards something better, especially if there was something that you like weren't sure you were able to let go of. So if there was something going on in your life, ooh, okay, we have some cards. 9 of Cups. You are moving towards your person and or situation that you would consider to be the height, would ever to be the best case situation for you, okay? That is the direction you're going. That's what you're deciding. But we have the Emperor in reverse. I've been getting the Emperor in reverse in so many readings, regardless of which deck I'm using. So it's not about the same deck. I've actually got it much more frequently in the last deck I was using in these readings. This is about a mentor, someone who's in charge, someone you look up to who has not been fulfilling their task, their goal, their position in your life. They've kind of disappointed you in that way. They could still be trying to be a guiding light for you, but they're just not fulfilling it in the way that you would enjoy. We also have the Nine of Swords. I'm seeing some negative thoughts, negative thinking. Hello, thank you so much for the donut. HR, if you have a question, feel free to put that in the chat. Keep in mind that when we have a lot of negative thoughts, especially when they're reoccurring, will I hear ever? Okay, I will answer right after this card. I see your question. Negative thoughts tend to be, especially if you're ruminating, if they're repeating, tend to be just in our head. Rachel, hey Rachel. They turn out to be either the actual circumstance usually tends to be less than what we thought, or a completely different or never happening at all. So keep that in mind. Just because this person didn't live up to your expectation does not mean that things outside of that or even in that situation is going to go all of a sudden down the rabbit hole. It's going to fall apart. It does not mean that. You can still have plenty of good things happen. Things can come in a good way, just differently, just maybe without their influence. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for Rachel here. What? I'm going to make sure I read for the correct question. Will I ever hear back from T? Will you? We will find out. Hello, Daisy. We have the Four of Swords as the first card. Moon. I'm going to, one moment. Yeah. Oh, okay. These cards are coming out. Is it both the Knights? Knights. I have Rest and I have the Moon. So I'm seeing that something will clear up when we step back from it. So if we've been trying to get an answer, sorry, my cards just went everywhere. If we're trying to get an answer, I would relax a little bit on getting an answer. I think there may be some reason, something that they are not answering you at this time. I'm seeing, honestly, a lot of friction. You may not hear about them, back from them very soon. I have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Coins here. So that's the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's some facts, some information that's not coming through. That's the Knight of Swords, because that's usually facts and information and things like that. And the Pentacles too is about foundation and having things underneath us. And so it's because they're both in reverse. I'm seeing that that information is not coming through. I'm so sorry to hear that. And with the Five of Swords, bickering. So if there's been any arguments, I think they're just like right now, they're just not in the headspace. I'm not seeing not forever, but I'm not while these arguments are going on. I think they need space right now. Sorry to have to give those cards. For the other questions that are coming out, if you would like a personal reading, please gift. It can be any of the gifts. Just we need that before you comment, just to be fair to everyone. And thank you so much, everyone who is in here right now. I super appreciate it. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate the gifts. And the time that you guys are choosing to spend with me, especially if you're in the US, because it is getting closer to midnight. I keep doing that. I say I won't, and then I'm here. But you guys are here with me, so I appreciate that. Okay, so with the situation with the negativity and the Tower moment, I feel like people are going to come in at the last minute to support you. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. We do have the, this is a teamwork card. So people are going to come in that you're not expecting kind of last minute to lift you up, okay? And it's, I don't know if people know this story. I'm actually not completely familiar with it, but all the cards in this deck are like mythology, stories, religions from around the world. So you may be familiar specifically with this story that's on the card. If so, take that as a sign. But yeah, your team's gonna come in unexpectedly to help you. And we have the, oh, thank you so much. We have the Knight of Wands. So it's gonna, there's gonna be something about following your passion or them following their passion. It's something about reaching a goal together, or you helping them reach a goal is going to be part of this. Okay, they're going to come in really quickly to help you because maybe it's that you helped them before reaching something. I'm just getting that there's like a lot of passion for here. It's not necessarily romance. I feel like it's reaching some sort of goal or having something be out in the open. So if you helped someone in the past, or and you may not be able to think of them right now, but I think once you see who they are, once these people start to come here and be like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in such and such amount of time. So well, karma always comes back to us. So, you know, if you've been doing good out there and you're like, ugh, now this thing is happening, karma will come back to you. You will get help. Yeah, 5 of Cups. This particular 5 of Cups it talks about La Llorona. Don't think I pronounced that right, but the crying woman, if you know that story, and you can see here that there's an arm like holding on to her last minute. There may be something that you're feeling bad about. At this time, feeling bad for yourself. Feel free, by the way, to share with others what you're going through. If you feel safe sharing with that person, you may not be sharing with certain people just because you don't want people to know your business, not because you don't trust them specifically. Take this time to trust them. That may help get the word out to the people who can trust you in this time, or sorry, how you can trust in this time to come in and help you. For the people who are putting in questions and are rolling through, I would love to answer a question for you, but I do need a gift first, so feel free to gift. It can be any of the gifts, just as long as you pick one of them. And just to be fair, hey guys, I have Danielle with a rose. I see your rose. Feel free to put your question in the chat. It was Mariana. Okay, I'm gonna put your name on here too, Mariana. Just let me know what your question is. You are next after Danielle. Oh, yeah. Was Miles? Okay. Was there 2 people in my house the other day, yesterday? Gonna answer you first, Danielle. I'm gonna take out a couple cards, by the way, just so I have a fuller question. Sure. Sorry, I'm just having a hard time reading these cards for this question, so that's why I'm taking time. So please don't read too much into me taking time. I'm trying to figure out how the card aligns with this message. So, okay, I'm going to tell you the 3 cards I have. I have the 7 of Coins or Pentacles of the old deck in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Hierophant upright. So I will say with the Hierophant upright, that's about tradition, traditional values, things like that, and it's upright. So I'm feeling that we're supporting traditional values right now. We're upholding the system. That's what I'm seeing. With the 7 of Seven of Coins and the Magician both in reverse, this is about not having the tools that we need in order to figure something out, not really knowing what's going on because we just don't have what we need to just get the information. And then we have the 7 of Coins, which is like working towards something, being a beginner in something, just starting out in a certain area. I don't feel like someone was in the house. I'm wondering, and you would have to tell me if there's been some fishy stuff in the past that turned out to be true. Because what I'm kind of getting is that is in the past. I am not seeing anything weird like that now. I also have this other oracle card here. Say goodbye to old paradigms, habits, patterns of thought, particularly those that are self-critical and self-sabotaging. Okay. The term blood moon sounds foreboding, but this is false. The blood moon is an opportunity for deep healing, empowerment, purification, and release. This person may actually be turning a leaf. Give them more time. Whatever they did that raised those suspicions, I would look into ways to limit how they can raise your suspicions instead of looking for ways to figure out if they did the bad thing, if that makes sense. You know, it's like when people agree to have like open phones, like they can look at each other's phones, they have each other's passwords before anything happens, because they're like, I don't necessarily think now that you're gonna do something. I just want to not have that anxiety of like, I can't look at their phone because of the past. I feel like this person may be, hello, Montambo. I will add you to the list since you are part of the exalted. Fine. Yeah, so Danielle, I don't think someone was there, but I understand why you would be a little suspicious if something happened in the past. I would highly recommend trying to figure out ways that you can clear those things out in advance. Like whatever, you know, like if you need a Ring camera on the home just in general, even if it feels better for you to be like, oh, like I just want to make sure like our package is arriving. I hear like people are taking off the porch, you know, like make it not about them, just so you have that surveillance available. You know what I mean? Like you're not trying to start an argument or necessarily accuse them. You just want to fix the anxiety, right? So yeah, that's what I would recommend. Okay, so next is Mariana. Where'd it go? Because I saw your question. I did. Sometimes these questions do jump around. No. I thought I did. Okay. Well, visit me for my birthday next week. You are welcome. So let me go ahead and look if you will get that visit for your birthday. I don't know. I have the devil in reverse. So we're getting rid of toxic energy. I don't know who... I don't think they're planning anything, that's for sure. I got the Three of Wands in reverse. I don't know what the fishy energy is. I don't know what the devil in reverse is that we're disconnecting from. Were they unreliable before? Were they like not showing up for like events, or were they super late? Like bad timing. I think they'll be there. They might be there late, or they'll make sure to recognize it, because we have Six of Swords in reverse. So upright, it would be like walking away. So it's in reverse. So they're not going anywhere. I have Judgment. So I have that they are. I feel like good energy coming from them. I don't, especially with the devil in reverse. So if they were like unreliable before, disappearing, all that stuff, I feel like they're trying to change that. They may not have the wherewithal to like plan in advance. Yeah, okay. So I think they'll recognize your birthday in some way. I don't know that they'll show up in person, but I think they'll recognize it in some way. And if there's like some, you know, they're usually late, they like forget, it's 2 weeks later and then they do it. Like if there's some sort of like unreliable thing like that usually happens, I feel like you're gonna see an improvement. Whatever they usually do that's kind of like, ugh, there goes that person doing that again. Do you keep talking to him? I mean, it depends on what you want. You can always wait to see how they act on your birthday and then make a decision from there, right? Like if they go out of their way and I'm totally wrong and they show up like 2 hours early to your birthday, then I would talk to them. They showed up 2 hours early to your birthday. If they, you know, show up a little later, or they're kind of just whatever, then that leaves the decision up to you. Like there's like, oh, they're getting better, but they're like whatever. And they can always be an option. They don't have to be the one person you're talking to if they're kind of wishy-washy, you know? Like, why put all your eggs in one basket? And then we have Montambo, Will I Find Love? Let's see. Let's make sure we really shuffle the cards. Do I think he will drive for me? I think he would. I think he would. I'm getting the energy of someone who is trying. I get that energy of like improving, right? Do I think that they'll drive 6 hours, buy flowers, and have a violinist there? Probably not. But do I think they will, you know, be closer to that than wherever they were? That's the energy I'm getting. Is it Physical? Physical? I call you Rose. So if you want to put a question in, I can do a question for you. Temperance, Justice. If there is a specific person I'm talking about, I don't know that we're gonna get that specific person. Do not just start sliding around. There may be too much history there if you're thinking of a specific person. I say that because I have the Temperance in reverse, and that's about upright. It's about mixing things that don't usually mix together. I think if we're trying to get someone who's kind of hard to catch, it may stay difficult. And Justice in reverse, something seems unfair. So if there's like distance or anything like that, it's not that specific person. But in general, we do have the Four of Wands. So I'm seeing I'm seeing the Four of Wands in reverse. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands. So I'm seeing, you don't have a crush. Okay, so I have the Queen of Coins. So this is someone who can take, someone who is like has a good hold of themselves, a good foundational person. And I'm having the Four of Wands in reverse. So this is like foundation energy. I'm feeling like someone could come in who's very independent. It's gonna be someone that you're not expecting. I would keep my options open for someone who is normally not your type. I think it could come in, but if it does, it's going to be someone who you're not usually looking at, someone unexpected because they're not your type. So it's a maybe. I'm not going to give yes or no, but it's not, it would be someone who you're like, that's not usually who I go for, that's not usually who I'm interested in. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Ace of Swords. It may be someone who's difficult to figure out in general. Someone who's closed off, because we have the, I don't know if I feel like I've read this card at least before for you, where this depiction of the Ace of Swords is like slicing through this knot, which is supposed to be a difficult test, but they just decide to not untangle it and cut through it instead. This is someone who's normally difficult to read. That's who it's gonna be. But you're gonna have to reach out to them in a way, if that makes sense. you may have to be a little bit more open, a little bit more productive with reaching out to them, opening up to them, because I feel like it's someone who, yeah, they're usually more closed off. Okay, Physical. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm not pronouncing your name right. I will go ahead and read for you. Will this person come back? We'll take this first one. The Queen of Swords. So I need a second card to answer that question. I'm not sure that they will. The Queen of Swords, this is someone who can balance their words, the truth, with emotions. They're not someone who's going to be harsh. And then we have the King of Wands, but we have it in reverse. So usually it's a very passionate person, someone who definitely goes towards what they care about, and someone who has a little bit of like foresight. But in the reverse, I'm seeing that passion is really muted right now. They're just not feeling it. So I don't think that they're coming back, at least not right now. Not with the Queen of Swords energy, not with the King of Swords. King of Wands in reverse, unfortunately. Sorry to hear about that, though. I will say though, rejection is God's protection. Sometimes these are not the people that we want back. We think we do now. I have been there. I've definitely been there, but sometimes they're not coming back for a reason. I think, are we getting the same questions again? Two of coins. Okay, let me go ahead and pick a new topic for the collective. I'm going to start with an oracle card. And if you are new coming in, go ahead and if you want an individual reading, and do a gift, and I will read it for you. Hello, cat. Poised at 48. 48. This is a very positive card. This is for the collective. So if you're here, it is for you. You have to pay for this message. Let's go ahead and go over to there. Being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best and confidence. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp, and you've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life is about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things, okay? New things, new people, new relationships, new social groups. Anything that means that is something important for you that you want to move towards, you are in a great place. You can go ahead and see what you are moving towards, who you are moving towards. Ace of Cups. Okay, we have a new love, you guys. New love. It's a new contender altogether. So someone new maybe moving in. If you're not looking for new love, if you're with someone, the Ace of Cups can still be new feelings towards a certain subject, idea. If you've been discussing something as a couple, or just new ideas, feelings about a thing overall. So let's go ahead and move through some new cards. Woo, that's fun. Queen of Cups, and you know exactly what you want. So when I'm saying that, if you're thinking of a specific thing, you're like, ooh, is she talking about that or a specific person? Yes, I am. Because the Queen of Cups knows exactly how she feels. It knows exactly what she wants to do with that situation. There's no confusion there. Absolutely not. She knows exactly where she is coming from, what direction she is coming from. Page of Swords in reverse. You may have a hard time communicating or connecting with this person initially, but it's not because of you not knowing something or you like having a hard time connecting. It's gonna be some sort of like something on their end or some sort of like physical blockage. People aren't communicating with you. People aren't relaying messages. It doesn't have to be on purpose, but with the Page of Swords in reverse, I'm getting that communication is blocked off somehow, or at this time. But you're on this person's radar. You guys are on each other's radar right now. Again, if you want an individual reading, please add a gift. We have the Sun in reverse. You're pretty content right now, even if you're looking. Two of Swords, though, there's going to come a moment very quickly where you're going to have to make a choice. It could be a choice between two people, or it could be a choice between if you want to be in a relationship at all. I do feel like this person, especially if they choose between two people, at least one of them is going to be very financially stable and will be able to provide like that life for you or with you. Working as a team, take it as it resonates. Let's go ahead and get one of these cards that have like people on it and see what this person's personality is like. Let's see if we can get more information about this new person that is coming in. Okay, and we have Mars. Well, I haven't gotten this one before. Know what you want and then employ swift, wise, and focused action to obtain it. Why is this like description so attractive? 12 Mars. Know what you want and then employ soft, wise, and focused action to obtain it. This is Mars. Not so sure how I feel about the guy on here, but the description's definitely what I want to see. There's something about someone who's decisive about what they want. They're just like, this is what we're doing. This is the direction we're going in. I'm like, what? We know what we want. This shows you how many people like Act decisively around me. Know what you want and then employ swift, wise, and focused action to obtain it. Do not sit passively by or resign yourself to whatever may happen. Decisive action will bring success. There are times when it is best to speak softly, fade to the background, or take the path of least resistance. Whew, this is not one of those times. This is not one of those times. The red planet reminds you to know what you want and to know what you believe is right, and then to valiantly fight for it. Not tomorrow, today, this very moment, right now. Mars is a planet of impulse, the impulse that inspires action related to war, competition, sexuality, righteous anger, and passionate vision. In spiritual circles, impulsive actions have historically gotten a bad rap, but this judgment is lopsided. While we have all acted on impulses in ways that turned out to be regrettable, we have also acted on impulses that yielded precious and wonderful results. Anger can inspire you to impulsively step and defend a loved one. So hot, by the way. Attraction can inspire you to impulsively ask your future spouse out on a date. As a planet of victory and action, Mars is also about preparedness. So don't just fly by the seat of your pants and hope for the best. Make a plan, practice, do the legwork. Opportunities are flowing to you, but you have to be ready. Part of getting ready to march victoriously toward a goal attainment in physical strength, health, and well-being. So exercise like you mean it and do so regularly. Prioritize your vitality. Keep your muscles toned, your body limber, and your heart strong. Get out there and ask them out. Do it. Do both cameras. Do it. That's my psychic message for you today. Go out and ask them out. It's hot. Everyone's like, should I? Yes. They don't appreciate it. They're weird. Everyone who raise your hand if you don't want to be approached by someone hot. Let me know. Is that person here? Why? Why don't you want to be approached? Then why wouldn't you want to do the approaching? We make it too much of a thing, I think. Right? Because you have your answer. You have your answer if you approach them. Don't ask me when the last time I approached someone, but I would. I'm approaching you guys. That counts. Okay, we'll get a few more messages. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna like speed read through these because I should probably sleep soon, but I have the Hermit in reverse. That's about getting out of, oh, thank you. Getting out of your shell, not being in hermit mode. Your future spouse, lover, person is not gonna meet you on the couch though. I mean, maybe eventually, but you still have to talk to them first, approach. King of Coins. Someone who has their finances together, they have a financial foundation. They're not someone you have to like worry about their credit score or something. They have that already going on. The Chariot card, you have control. All of you have control of your life, what direction it goes in, who you'll be with, who you choose, who you want to stay with. So, you know, the first step of meeting someone is just literally the first step. You always have choices to back out if that person turns out not to be who you want to continue with and such. So really moving forward can only help you. Keep that in mind. And then the Page of Cups in reverse. You may have a lot of shy people out there. Not here, not you guys, because you guys are going to approach. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other person. And so we may have to be a little bit more proactive. And for the love of God, you know what just popped into my head? When people wonder if so-and-so is looking at them, just assume yes the first time. I don't know, unless you are literally telepathic and you read their mind, trying to make eye contact for the 5th time, that doesn't work. I don't know why people keep doing that. Stop. Approach. Please. You too, YouTube. This may be my theme card for like a while. I love this card. I didn't know it was in my deck. Approach people. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking this time with me. Thank you so much for the hearts, the gifts, and just in general your time. If you would like more individual readings, I will be live again for this month. I also had zodiac shorts that are already out for this month and plenty of long form videos on YouTube. If you would like to subscribe over there, the faster I get monetized over there, the faster I can do individual readings on both platforms. And I will see you next time in the Empress Square. Bye. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of here.